Hey moms, how are you? I'm just coming back from our walk. I always baby wear Isaac, and that's how I was able to lose my pregnancy weight. And I do it now with Isaac too. So we go out walking every day for about an hour. This is my carrier. I can lift it up here if he wants to go to sleep, and it's super comfy. So I'm just getting home now. And I was just thinking on my walk. I was talking with my cousin this morning actually, and we were talking about her baby. She had her baby about 3 weeks ago, and she's been having some problems with helping the baby gain weight. So she was asking me if there was anything she can do to maybe improve her diet so that the quality of the milk would be better, because the baby is nursing pretty good, but she's just not gaining any weight. So I was kind of thinking back. I've spoken with a lot of lactation consultants about this, and everyone seems to have like a different opinion. Because some people say that yes, it is very beneficial to kind of like make sure that your diet is like super healthy, make sure you have a well-balanced diet, that you eat plenty of oats, good like omega type fatty acids like salmon and things like that. So it's really important to have a good diet so that the quality of your milk is good. And I personally do believe that, because I make like super healthy smoothies, and they help to boost my milk production. And at the same time, I feel that like when I pump my milk and I can actually see it, I find that it's just the consistency is better, that it just looks so much richer. So I personally do believe that, but there's no like super true science or like a lot of studies done about that. So it's kind of like a little bit of a debate issue. But what I can definitely tell you that has been studied before is that mom's milk is always going to be perfect for your baby. And it's going to be custom made and tailored to meet the requirements, the nutritional requirements of your baby. So it really doesn't like make a huge difference how your diet is according to the studies, because your body, the milk ducts that make the milk, the mammary glands that make your milk, they will take the nutrients from wherever they can find them in your body that are stored, and they will make the milk as nutritious as it needs to be for your baby. The one that kind of suffers really is you, because your I guess your vitamins, minerals, whatever you want to call them, that you have stored are going to be depleted, because they're going to be used for making the baby's milk. So that's why it's really important that mom takes prenatal vitamins, that she's eating really healthy, plenty of fruit, veg, a really well-balanced diet, not so much like processed foods, and also limit the amount of alcohol and sugary drinks and things like that. So it's really, like, I mean, the studies definitely show that it's definitely mom that's going to be suffering in the end if she doesn't take care of diet. But I personally do, Stephanie, I personally do believe that making sure you incorporate Galactagogues in your diet and things like that, they really do make a big difference. We've seen it, and that's why there's so many different lactation cookies and bars and things like that, because they do make a difference in the nutrition of your milk and the production of your milk too. So that's something that you can think about. And the really cool thing also that there's been studies done about is how like you feed your baby. That makes a big difference too in how they're gaining weight. It's kind of hard to believe it, but there has been studies done on this, and when your breast is kind of like empty, the milk that is there is actually going to be, the fat content is going to be higher than if your breast is full of milk. The content on that milk is going to be lower. So that's why if you are like feeding on demand and not like watching the clock and feeding every 3 hours, because if you feed every 3 hours, your breasts are going to be really full, and that's when you're going to get them emptied. So the milk there doesn't have as much fat as it does when the breast is less full. So if you're feeding on demand more frequently, when the baby is asking for it, then that milk is going to be richer in fat. It kind of does make sense, because then it would mean that those little snacky milks, as I call them, are going to be super nutritious too. So that's something to think about, and definitely to help you and to motivate moms to not feed so much by the clock, like every 3 hours, or waiting for the baby to, be hysterically crying for them to feed them. Make sure you listen to your cues for your baby. I kind of have been able to practice this with my baby, with Isaac. I didn't do it so much with Samuel because I was kind of not as aware of all this stuff yet, but I do it with Isaac, and his weight is doing really good. He always seems satisfied and settled and happy. So I just basically offer the boob all day long. I'm kind of like with my boob out all day long. And then if he has a little snack, then great. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But he just takes as much as he wants and as much as he needs. And that has worked out beautiful for the both of us. Even though he was born really little, he's been able to gain the weight super, super, super fast. So it's been awesome. So I definitely encourage you to try it. And I hope you mommies put your comments and things like that. Have you done anything, or have you introduced anything different in regards to your diet? Maybe something that you added that you felt helped to boost your production, or that you found you could actually feel that your milk was better quality. Definitely share it. We'd love to hear your comments. And remember about our VIP mommies. Subscribe there. We have some really cool stuff happening. I explained some of that yesterday. But definitely have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I can't wait to hear from you and share all the cool stuff that I have for you moms next week. Okay? Bye.